Oh, the Viking life for me. Viking.
Oh, hello, you're back. It's the camera people. Oh, it's a Tuesday. It's Folktale Day. Oh, great, I love a folktale. And yes, I am Bragi, the Viking of Northworthy, Sagas and stories. Now, today, I have a little Swedish folktale for you. And this folktale is about a changeling. Now, you may be saying to yourself whilst watching this, Bragi, what is a changeling? Whoa, a changeling is a creature that not only has the ability to change its shape, it could be a dragon, or it could be a mouse, or even a duck. But a changeling also has the ability to take over a life of a baby. And this is what our tale's about. And the folktale is called The Changeling in the Oven. And when I talk about oven, I mean a bread oven. Now, many moons ago, in the land of Sweden, when it was home to the Vikings, many were pagan, some were Christian. There lived this woman and lady on a farmstead, and she owned this farm. She was quite wealthy, and all she ever wanted was a baby. And one night a stranger came to the farm. He had a kind of a grey cloak and a big beard, and after that she became pregnant, and some months passed. She had the baby, which was a boy, a baby boy. And the baby howled and cried like a normal baby do. But one weekend, something very strange happened. There was a massive storm, but a storm like no other. They have seen storms come and go, but this was a wild storm. And something happened to the baby during this storm. A spirit of a changeling came and took over the life of this baby. And since this happened, the baby started to howl, and howl madly like babies do. And the woman, she was very afraid because she knew this was not normal behaviour. The baby howled and howled. If I could do a howling noise, I would.
Ow!
And the baby continued howling.
Ow!
So she got concerned and sent out a boy to go and find the local midwife. And she came the day after. And she looked at the baby. The baby was howling madly. Howling so madly that it kind of tormented your mind and soul, and left this impression that something evil was not there but lurking in the baby. And the midwife, being a wise old woman, knew that this baby had been taken over by a changeling, a supernatural being so frightening that no one could dare to think about what could happen. And the midwife, well, she gave the old woman with the baby some advice. She said that you must put this baby in your bread oven. It will come out unburnt and safe, and by doing this you will drive away the evil spirit, the supernatural being of the changeling. And so at first she was very nervous about doing this. The midwife has long since left after giving her advice. And she dwelled for a few days. Shall I or shall I not put my baby boy into the flaming hot bread oven? The baby that kept on howling. In the end she did this, and on the first occasion she put the baby in, and she was dreading that the baby would come out burnt and dead. But it did not. something magical had happened. The baby, like the midwife told her, was unburnt. But the baby kept on howling that night, and, well, the woman knew that the changeling spirit had not yet been driven off. So again she repeated, knowing that the midwife said that she must do this for at least 3 times. So the next day she got a servant girl to light the bread oven, and she got the bread oven dead hot, and she put the baby inside, and after a short while she came back, dreading what to find. But the baby was unburnt and was still howling away in the bread oven. So again she took the baby out, and the next day came, the 3rd day, to put the baby in the oven. Something which today we would find frightening and hideous. The terrible thought of that. So the 3rd day came, and she told her servant girl, for she had wealth and coin to have servants, to light the bread oven. And she did this. She lit the bread oven, and she put the baby inside. And this time the baby howled like it never howled before. A most terrible and frightening noise. And the baby came out unburnt, but was very silent all throughout the day. And in the evening, something strange happened. The baby became normal, for the changeling spirit had been driven away by the harshness and the hotness of the flames. And, well, Our Lady in Cresham got her baby back, and she was very happy. But the baby grew up and was never quite white, for it had a very large head and a small body. And that is another story, as they say. So for now, from me, Bragi, your host, it's goodbye. Good day to you, and thank you for watching. And don't forget to go and subscribe and leave a comment. Goodbye.